The Federal Environment Agency is planning to develop a new office space near its head office in Dessau, and it wants to do so without consuming more energy than before. The demanding user that it is, the agency is therefore planning a flagship project for sustainable planning, construction and operation, next to the award-winning main building. It wants to construct an Energy Plus building that provides workplaces for about 100 employees, along with a separate conference area. The Angehalten Architekten Architects of Berlin won the competition for designing the Annex. The UBA is looking forward to the challenge of working with a proven specialist in the field of energy-efficient and sustainable construction. As architects, the difficulty for us is that we're dealing with a location that is already very prominent. The main building of the Federal Environment Agency is a very significant building, and we are designing its extension. A building that will obviously have to prove its mettle in front of a building of such huge stature. There were also talks of taking things a notch higher with the construction of the Annex. Being a former industrial wasteland, the area itself has a heterogeneous character, with a residential area directly beside it. In its design, the Angehalten Architekten Office approached the site using various model construction components to find the right spot for the new building, because they did not want to build a mere extension. On the one hand, their design of this detached, solitary structure represents a natural component of the entire property that fits into the urban surrounding, while asserting itself against the main building with its unique architectural character. I think it looks like a satellite, and there will be more such satellites that would dock on the mothership, i.e., the main building. This future annex gets its independent character from its amorphous form. The facade structure is particularly striking. The architects developed a special folding mechanism. This increases the surface of the building. The facade is crystalline, almost three-dimensional, and fulfills a special function. The new building fully relies on cutting-edge photovoltaic elements that are integrated into the facade. The building is envisaged as at least an energy-neutral building that should receive the gold status in accordance with the Federal Evaluation System for Sustainable Construction. The UBA is also pushing hard for an Energy Plus building. The plan is that all renewable energies should be generated in the building. We were required to represent this surface in the facade. And so we basically started building the facade with simple models. We have now tried to make the facades three-dimensional. So this means that the PV, the photovoltaic elements, are slightly inclined, lending the facade a certain depth. Architects usually try to implement their ideas with minimal use of technical equipment. As a result, the facade performs a dual function. It provides shade and cools the building. The layout of the building also supports the energy concept. The two atria not only create a special lighting atmosphere, but also form a natural air duct up to the next floor. Installation of airlocks on the ground floor helps the warm air to rise and escape through air vents from the top in a chimney effect. Air suction naturally air conditions the building, and no additional energy is required. And there are many more advantages. By choosing the typology of an atrium building, we are trying to achieve maximum transparency and a high level of comfort in sharing space. The atrium building has the advantage that it promotes communication between colleagues even across floors. Aesthetics coupled with the energy concept, even when it comes to the heating system of the building. 31 downhole heat exchangers have been vertically inserted 25 meters deep into the earth and are using the geothermal energy of the site. High groundwater level results in very good regeneration. This is how cold water is generated for air conditioning of the conference rooms in summer. In winter, warm water generated through concrete core temperature control heats the building. It's pumped through pipes in the ceiling. The architects have made use of already existing components such as concrete ceilings and need no additional heating system. So this basically works like underfloor heating. The only difference is that it's integrated into the ceiling structure. Accurate monitoring over several years would later show that this also significantly reduces energy consumption. The construction materials were also selected with meticulous consideration of sustainability and environmental compatibility. In this respect, the architects relied on the expertise of the Federal Environment Agency. As a result, the Annex building in Dessau is a flagship project for the Anhalten Architekten Office as well.